I want to take a second to give a big thank you to our sponsor, New Paths, a local recovery and support organization in the heart of Michigan. New Paths is dedicated to providing individuals with compassionate treatment and resources for rebuilding their lives. New Paths has been helping people find healthier futures with outpatient support, residential care, and recovery housing for over 40 years. Check out their Facebook at facebook.com/New Paths Inc. to stay connected and learn how they are making a difference in the community. Visit their Facebook today. New Paths, changing lives and opening doors to new possibilities for over 40 years.
All right, we are back. Thank you for watching continuously. We gonna have Never the Crash. What?
Nothing. I did the wrong thing with my hand. It was a gang sign. Let's move on.
Oh God!
It was an accident.
Cool. I didn't mean it.
All right, thank you for coming back. We're gonna listen to Never the Crash's music here. What do we have up first?
Abysmal.
Abysmal?
Lead single, Abysmal.
Right on. All right, let's hit it. That was dope. Not gonna lie. I want to say my impressions on it first. Typically that's not my kind of music, but I really like it. I love the solo at the beginning, and the vocals on it is Brian, right?
Oh, yeah.
Which he had to leave, but he'll watch this. Yeah, those vocals are really nice, nice and smooth too. They don't crackle or anything like that. Because when that type of song, it's kind of hard to hold the vocals on that. I think because it reminds me of like when I used to wrestle. This is the kind of, I know. It was back in, it was a dark days. It was dark. No, it was Davison wrestling. It was ugh. But it was not good times for me. But that's the kind of music that I listen to hype myself up. I loved the fact that it was like building up, and it was hardcore, but also at the same time it had this gentle beautifulness to it, which really just complemented each other, and it was I really fuck with that. I really like that.
Thanks, man.
I like that.
What do you normally listen
Took a
to?
lot of the stuff I was going to say.
I typically listen to like a lot of older stuff, Motown soul, R&B, a lot of
Beautiful.
bubblegum, some classic rock and stuff like that.
Yeah.
B-bands.
Nice,
Yeah.
man. That's cool.
But geez, leave something for one of us.
I'm sorry,
for the rest
I'm
of us
sorry,
to
I was
say.
just-
I mean, I would say that the song was really good. It blended really well with all the different parts. I don't know what else to say because you took most of it. Really.
This is his kind of music.
Yeah,
Most-
Travis is
some-
like our
yeah.
residential.
I listen to more
headbanger.
rock music than they
Like
do,
Five
so-
Finger Death Punch?
No,
Loves Five Finger.
He does.
He has the cologne.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cologne.
It's funny
And the
'cause-
mouthwash.
It's funny because they did that remake
It's actually like a
of
6
Blue
in
on
one.
Black.
Yeah.
And I sing the original song at karaoke all the time. So
Nice.
like by Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
Yeah.
So like they redid it, and I'm like, oh, it's a harder version. I'm like, they're just redoing everybody's music. Is
Yeah.
what they're saying. I'm like, is that what they're doing now? Is they're just gonna redo everybody's songs?
Have you been to
So-
Five Finger Death Punch?
No, I
concert?
have not.
You?
I've been to 2.
Oh.
Not because like they were headlining, but they were there,
Yeah.
And
Oh.
for everything said, like I'm not a fan, but they did take the time to be cool on stage. Like they were cool to the audience, they were appreciative of
They're
the
very
audience.
appreciative of
You
their
know,
fans.
and like they kind of like poked fun at themselves, like for being in the position that they are. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Back to this though.
Yeah.
So I like what Jeff brought up. I'm gonna go with like the different end. It made me think of pro wrestling, and in the sense of is like I think that could be somebody's like entrance music, 100%. Like
I
just
like
right out
that.
the gate. That's what I thought of. I thought of like a brood type like Gangrel shit, rising up while the beginning's
That's-
hitting. Yep, exactly. And like the drum beat is hitting the audience, and like they're just getting hyped up just because
Yeah.
of the music.
That's cool.
And,
Somebody's
Anybody
gonna die
particular-
tonight.
What?
well, that's why I said the brood and Gangrel.
Oh, I didn't know that was. I'm not a wrestling fan. So
Yeah.
He don't know nothing about
I
that.
got what you were putting
Yeah.
down.
I wrestled. I used to do professional wrestling for a while.
That's kick-ass,
My
man.
cousin still does it. He wrestles under the name James Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
He works with a company. He worked. He doesn't do much wrestling now, unfortunately. But anyway, he works with a company called Pure Pro Wrestling (PPW).
Yep.
Love those guys.
Yep.
Bird, shout out to that crew.
Shout out!
They're doing wonderful things. But I came up when I was about 18. He was about 16. We started training. We actually went out to Dan Severn's in Coldwater and trained with
Yeah.
him for a while.
The beast.
Jimmy ended up continuing his training with Truth Martini, and did a lot of the indie scene. And then him and I actually went down to Florida, in Tampa. Was down there for a couple of years doing Florida Championship Wrestling and working with their
Yeah.
development. I got out of it because I'm fat and out of shape, and I didn't want to do it anymore. And I have a kid and this and that. But Jimmy has been in it and taken it, and he's just gone with it, man. He's worked with WWE. He's been on tapings. He's been in AEW. He's worked with TNA. He's done the PPW stuff, and now he actually works with Banana Ball and does the new baseball stuff. He works with the. I can't think of the name. They're the firefighters. I can't remember where they're out of, but he works with the firefighters crew. He's one of the firefighters. He knows Mr. January.
That's cool.
So he does that stuff. So being in that realm and knowing that side of things and being in the wrestling world for a while, that's awesome that you said that. So thank you, because that actually I never even thought about that, and that's perfect.
Yeah,
honestly, you could probably pitch that.
Yeah, 100%. Somebody in pure pro wrestling needs that as entrance music.
Pure pro wrestling, never the crash has your music.
Jack Kelly, I might. Well, I could send that to Jack Kelly. See what he says.
Jack Kelly.
Jack Kelly.
Yeah. Well, and then of course NWA, Billy Corgan, big fan of NWA, and what he's doing with what Billy Corgan's doing with NWA is actually really really good.
Mr. Corgan, available
Corgan,
also for the wrestlers.
Anybody from any company, actually. Just
correct.
Another guy to check out wrestling wise, and I'll get off it because we got a ADD sidetrack. But another Flint guy that I love, his name's Jack Price, Black Diamond Jack Price.
Oh, dude.
He's
he's
such a good dude. Like legit, outside of wrestling, he's just a really good human being.
Yeah.
And then in there, I mean, he's just doing so much. He was with TNA as well. And he worked with me in a company. We were called Michigan Wrestling Organization.
I'm very familiar.
MWO.
Yep,
Jason Klaus.
Yep, I know Jason. A couple of people. Damon Gray's my cousin.
Damon. Oh,
my
no,
dad wrestled for them back in the day.
I
He
love
was
Joe.
Gideon the Gatekeeper.
Gideon?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
So when
that's my
Gideon
pops.
was there, I was refereeing. I was
Hell
only
yeah.
refereeing at that time. I didn't get a chance. I wasn't training yet.
Yeah.
But that's where I cut my teeth in the wrestling world, was Michigan Wrestling Organization. Worked with them for a long time. Jason Klaus is an amazing human being.
Absolutely.
But Jack's cool. He's my boy. So yeah, that's another Flint town love right there. So shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Man, that's cool.
Thank you.
All right. What do we got next?
New world premiere. The next single. This is the next single. It's more of the radio.
This one's definitely different.
Yeah, give
so
it a shot.
you had your first. Yeah, we had our first single that we
This
played.
one's for
This is going to be our second single. This one's the Southern California 311. So have fun.
They
with it.
fit, but they're opposite ends of the coin.
The coin. I like
Coin!
it. He definitely danced around it. I can't say spectrum too many times. It's monetized.
Right.
That's the real cutoff.
I've got so much I want to say, but I'm gonna let you go first so I don't steal any
I'm
of it.
gonna start on that end.
All right, yeah, I'll go first. I really dug that total vibe switch, but what I appreciated about it was honestly how I feel with all your guys' music is that I hate when you hear a song and it's a good song, but like you can't really like imagine what it's like live. Like it doesn't give you like that feeling of live music. And what I appreciated about that song especially was like I could feel what it's gonna be like to see it live.
Nice.
Like it gave me like that like when you feel the drums in your chest impression. That's what I got off of it.
Nice.
They're gonna rag on me for saying it because I say it a lot, but it reminds me of something you could hear on a very famous skateboarding game. Tony Hawk.
Yes!
I will take it.
That's the California 311
Yes,
vibe.
Dude,
That's right.
Underground's my
See that.
favorite game, and like, but it, like that was just because that was the only one I could afford.
I want to touch on where he was saying before.
Don't ever say that you want to touch on me.
No.
Once was enough.
When he was saying that you can picture it like live and stuff like that, like I like that part where it just cuts off. Like I just pictured like you guys were just like looking back at each other, just
Like
like
we're gonna do the thing?
stopping, and then just like all of a sudden, boom, like
Brian will talk to the crowd
that's-
in between there.
We actually set it up that way live, and we did it. I think we did it one time organically, like magic, and it was magic. It was like, let's do that every time. So, and we don't do it every single time. But when because Brian's the leader on that, right? We stop, so we don't play until we hear "Let me," and then we come in, right?
Yeah.
He'll do that. It'll stop, and you'll hear people, yeah, and he'll be like, he'll just start talking to people, like, oh, what are we doing? Or, I did this today, or he'll call out, whatever's floating his boat that day, whatever he's vibing, and he'll just get right back into the song. But it is fun because a lot of people, it cuts, and everyone's like, woohoo, yeah, and he's like talking to him, and he's doing this stuff, and then he'll go, let me, and then it's funny because as soon as we come in, you see a lot of people go, and they're like, all right, so it's funny that you organically had that. And that's what we do live.
That happy accident was because keep in mind, for 2-3 years, he would play guitar and sing.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that was doing the little high lead part. And Nate's doing it now. Well, he's doing the high thing, and there's like effects on it. And then he's singing, he's doing that, and then he has to go to singing, and then he hit a button, and it wasn't the right button, and he needed to get back to his like full on distortion. He's like, so he waited a minute, and then he went with it. So it was because he's like, these pedals, like he said something. I remember that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, Trev.
It was another great song. I'll probably say this about a lot of your stuff. I noticed that you guys let like each instrument kind of shine in its own way, but like still blended together. Yeah, I like when it cuts up. I like the bass part because like it kind of like you almost hear that in the front and then
Yeah.
cuts in.
Boom, boom. You're like, oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
It's catchy, and I can see how like an audience
Kinda
would react to
Motown-y.
that song too. Like, and especially with like the cutoff and getting back into it. But I could see like the crowd's really getting into that.
Yeah. So what you guys didn't see, because this whole time I'm grinning ear to ear about this fucking song. Like this is so far my favorite song that you guys have done. Because like it was just I love at the beginning I thought it was like, oh, so we're gonna go into like a horror looking, horror kind of like aspect because you had like the odd little like strobe light but with your ears. And so I'm like, okay, is that where we're going? And then it just from left field, I'm like, dude, this is like a 90s millennia pop punk like song.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is just fucking great. This is on my top list right now. Shit I want to listen to on repeat. That's great. Like I would be ecstatic if I heard that in the wild. Like I'd be like, fuck yeah, that's so great.
We hope everybody has your reaction. We think it has a chance of being a good single.
It is it's a banger for me, dog. Like I
Thank you.
love
Thank
it.
Thank you.
We can just stop now.
So one of the things that I
all
wanted to
downhill
touch on
from here.
that you mentioned on the last one, you mentioned the vocals,
Yeah.
and that's honestly I love that reaction, and I think and I mentioned it earlier too with Brian, how he brings Brian when he first came in. he was trying to fit a mold, right? Because
Yeah.
he thought he had to be something that we wanted him to be.
Right.
And he did great. He's phenomenal at what he does. But I think when we came in and we told him, be your 80s, be your clean vocal,
Right.
be the melodies that you would hear on like King's X or the bands that he listed. Like, don't worry that you have to fit into some mold because we're playing heavier music.
Right.
Give us what you feel would be best. And when I think he kind of got that, because he's such a workhorse and he didn't want to disrupt what we already had going. But when he got that clear green, go ahead and do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I think that's what one of the things I love about, like you said, with Abysmal that we have here in World Premiere is you do have this clean vocal. And he hits these harmonies, and he likes to think of 3-part harmonies where he's hitting notes, I'm hitting notes.
Yeah.
You even see that, and I don't know if we're playing it tonight, but with Anthem, there's 3 parts going on in a lot of the choruses, and even at the very end of the song, there's 3 different type stanzas that are going on, and it all flows. But it's all 3 of us doing something, and we're all adding it, and I think,
Still blends.
and so I think with this album, when he kind of had that, and I love that he decided to take that route because, as we're seeing, like you mentioned, we have a lot of people that tell us that, like your vocals, it's weird because I was expecting something this heavy or this or that, and it's like no, you can hear what he's singing about. He's got great melodies, and he's got a great voice, and I'm glad that he wasn't trying to be anything but himself on this album.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's like because I tend to like pick apart the vocals the most because that's what I'm familiar with.
Right.
So that's like just the appreciation of both of those songs so far. Like it's fucking love it.
Thank you.
I'm excited. What do we got next?
Yeah, what's next?
Next one is You Were Dead When You Came Here.
All right.
that becomes our own, and nothing is certain. A mess of beauty for all and all, dropping the curtain. These chains of grace feel so foreign. Another pinpoint to zero. If you can stand up to the boneless, or plan to curse you and do you wrong, disappointment is ageless. I've tried to learn, I can't see the difference. I can't see the difference. I feel this way.
Can't cop out this time, Travis. You're going first.
Oh man,
Because I also have a lot to say.
I always start with I like the build up in the song, but it still stays it's still mellow, and I almost feel like there's a few times there where you feel like it's really gonna build up, and then like the vocals are still really mellow. So and then he gets to that point a couple times where he gets a little more up there. I don't know what else to say really. It was great.
Travis,
Good song.
Travis just gets caught up listening to the music.
Yeah, I
man.
do.
Honestly,
That's
like
true.
it's hard to like keep your mind open and then just listen to a new song and then immediately right afterward try to put your thoughts into it. I mean, like how many times have you guys listened to these songs? And if I asked you to describe it, you'd be like, all right, so like if you're in this mood, you're gonna think like this, but like if you're pissed off, you might think that way.
Yeah.
But maybe a new perspective from somebody else would help us get out of the rut of what we think.
You want to go next?
You know?
Yeah, I can go next.
I bet this would be really good to listen to. Hi, see that's
It is.
That's
You got your answer.
it's a win.
He's gonna say that's a wrestling song too.
I do think so, but honestly, what I liked about that song was it gave me like a familiarity, and I think it's because vocally I was able to place what Brian, like who Brian reminds me of. He reminds me of almost a Faith No More. So because he holds up the clean vocals, but it's not clean. It's like that grungy, gritty, like kind of in your face, but clean, and I like that.
Yeah.
And then musically, it reminded me almost this one specifically, almost of something like a New Age Pantera, like and just as far as like the slower builds. Like obviously they would have came in and did a heavy ass drop and like melted faces.
Right.
But you guys kept it almost symphonic and melodic, and I really appreciated that.
Him pulling out the big
I know.
word.
Yeah,
I feel stupid
Yeah,
now.
no,
I was like,
thank
oh,
you.
it was a good
Thank
song.
you. But, kind of a Metallica Fade to Black.
Yeah, I almost thought of, but I can't pronounce the name. What was Newstead's band?
Flotsam and Jetsam?
Yes, Flotsam and Jetsam.
Yeah.
It like I got just like a
Added to the
very,
list.
I'm like, what?
very, very slow.
Nice.
Like
That's a good call. I got to see them live. They were great. Flotsam and Jetsam.
you know,
Yeah.
I can't help it. man.
Sozin's snakes on her, Devin's on her mic.
Yeah.
Flotsam Johnson.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is sweet. I didn't know that.
That.
But for me, this song, alright, so at first I was thinking, like, oh, this would be a great entry song for wrestling. Isn't that what I said?
Basically.
Okay.
Close.
So.
Great
but
for
then-
Tony Hawk too. I
Right.
heard.
But, the vocals when they harmonized together, when they were singing, like, it was just, like, it was just like a really nice bliss that they had.
Yeah, Pat did a great job on that one.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And I can't remember it because I got lost in the song, but there's in the first verse, right before it takes off, I want to say the word started with a D. It was like either end or down or something like that. But there's that little bit of gravel in that first, not like harsh, but just like gravel, like smooth gravel into that song, like some grit. And I was like, I fuck with that. That was really cool.
Nice.
But the song in general, it reminds me of a superhero song. And I'm primarily DC of a fan, but like this song specifically reminded me of a Punisher or a Daredevil that nothing to lose. Like they've just lost everything, coming back. I'm about to fuck shit up because fuck this.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's
And
cool.
Good.
You were dead.
I know
when you came
exactly
here.
what you mean.
I feel stupid again.
You were dead when you came here.
That's awesome. Good call.
Like, and that's what it was like, that like what I was picturing, because I'm like, man, like I was trying to like, maybe I should talk about, because I was trying to put it in DC terms, and I'm like, no.
Matt Reeves, Batman 2.
Batman.
Hey, we're in. Go ahead, use that song.
But
Yeah, it'd be a Batman thing if anything.
I honestly don't think it would fit that.
Or like anything
No, I think
with
Punisher was the perfect.
Yeah, I think
like,
yeah,
you were
I
dead
think
when you came
Punisher,
here.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it says it all.
Anything
Yeah.
with like
I honestly.
Pattinson.
Kevin Feige, or
That-
you
that
can
one
use it
could
too.
work.
I should have thought of that too, because I am a big
Well, bad
Punisher
guy.
fan. So.
Yeah, but no, I that's what I was picturing the whole time. Just that,
like
like
that.
especially when the Punisher loses his family,
Mm-hmm.
and like he's about to get some retribution, or like Daredevil, he's always losing his everything,
Yeah.
and then like coming back. Yeah, because I didn't want to, because I like Batman is my favorite. He's my favorite superhero. But
Shows his literal arch rival.
yeah.
He's my favorite. And
Yeah.
shows enemy Joker.
But
This is my favorite villain.
But he's got nothing left to lose.
Yeah.
Like he's already lost everything. Like it's just like he's kicking ass all the time. He's just got to find a reason. But like this, like there was emotion behind it. So, and Batman doesn't really have emotion. Like he's got Robins and stuff like that, but it's a deeper connection.
And here's something that hopefully the song doesn't have the title in the lyrics at all, but doesn't it feel like you were dead when you came here?
Yeah.
When you hear that title, you're like, oh, there's a lot of ways that could go, but all of a sudden, it's like, that kind of feels right.
Yeah.
And that what you described would be...
Yeah, no, and that's
perfect,
what made, and I had completely forgot about the song when I was thinking of that.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
Give us a call, Disney. We're open for negotiation.
Right.
Just say something, we'll say yes. All right, I'm excited for the next
Call
one.
your lawyers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call Joe Pratt.
Yeah, Joe Pratt.
Joe Pratt. Next one is Sojourn to Obsolete.
Yes. think I'll start this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this song.
Hey Jeff, why don't you go ahead and start this one?
Thank you.
Hey, Jeff, do you want to start?
I think about it. I really like this for some reason. Like, and this is what I was expecting, to be honest. I'm like, this is what all the music's gonna sound like. This is what I was thinking all night. So this song in particular, I don't know why it reminds me of a bar song, but it like this is the kind of song that I'd hear in like at Trappers that someone's playing and stuff like that. I don't know why, but it kind of gives me like a kryptonite vibe. Just not like the song itself, but like the overall feeling of it. By Three Doors Down,
Yeah.
completely different like sound, but just like the feeling of it. I don't know. It was really cool. Really heavy. I loved it. And the drums, I think, it really stood out on that. I really like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow that.
So I think what you were trying to get to, actually, I'm just gonna.
Yeah. No.
Just
Go ahead.
guess.
I did not say it well.
No, is that like you expected all their music to sound like that? That song is a good blend of like what you guys do, like because
Yeah.
you hear the clean vocals really well, then it cuts into the screaming. It goes pretty hard, but like it's not like something too crazy. It's like it's a good balance.
That's why I said that I would have.
That's what's your favorite because you feel like
I would
that,
have led with that as a single.
you feel like that represents your music the best.
I think it gives you the biggest like overall, you know.
Yeah, I think
we can all agree it has
Yeah,
a little.
yeah.
of
I mean,
all of
the
it.
verses being down like that, and coming in like that, it definitely gives that. You were Devin, you came here. Angels of Rosevere, that. But then it comes in with this cool, the pre-chorus and the drums and the screams and stuff. Which again, I do throw back to Brian when he because basically he tells me when to scream, right? Or if I have an idea, like, can I do this here? And he'd be like, yes, do it, because he's very open. But when where he places the screams is not just to scream. It goes with the feeling and the vibe of whatever that part is, right?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have me out there just screaming to be
Not just to do it.
to scream, right? Which is cool if that's your thing, right? But with the way that he does it, it's
Artistic.
that type of stuff is it adds to what the mood of that is, which is nice. And then again, he complements it very well with his
This would be a
his
good
cleans.
workout song. Not gonna lie. Just like
Getting
fuck
it.
you.
Start it again. We're gonna do some push-ups.
Yeah. You're gonna do some push-ups.
it only takes one.
The only push-ups I do are the Flintstones orange pops.
Well, I guess I can only do one.
I think between the three of us, you might get 1 1/4 push-ups.
I like it.
All right, you want his? What you think?
You guys already said everything.
Wow.
No, another very, very tight song. This one kind of gave me like nostalgia of when I was like cutting my teeth on newer metal as like a teenager. When like my dad raised me on like the Big Four, and like he was a Megadeth fan and shit. So like that was the stuff he listened to, and that was what I listened to. But then I got into like middle school, high school, and I started discovering like people that like to scream and like play heavy drops and shit. So like your screams on there reminded me a lot of Second and Sebring by Mice and Men.
Ooh,
But like it gave me
nice.
it really reminded, dude, it's so good, it's so powerful. Let's redo mine. Now we do redos. Now we can do redos. That's my song. But and it gave me like the early like Bring Me the Horizon vibes. Like I just
Cool.
like I said, like cutting my teeth on the new shit and like just being like, what is this and what are these people doing, like, and how?
Yeah.
So I really liked it. Like
That's
it
cool.
was it was like new nostalgia, which I'm told by people really like.
That's cool.
Like
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you guys. Like, thank you.
What single would you have picked, Abysmal or this one?
Oh,
Doesn't mean you like one better than the other.
Right.
What single would you?
I mean, if I had to like listen, like I think of it. I really like Abysmal.
Cool.
Like, not that I didn't like this one. I like Abysmal.
Well, it feels good. We may have made the right choice, but we're always gonna wonder because
Right.
we like this one a lot
Yeah.
too.
No, I really like this one, but like
I don't think you go wrong with either one.
Yeah, no, I
100%.
No, you can't.
All right, so what do we got up next?
Next is Neon Lights.
Neon Lights.
Neon lights in the crash of metal, lost and found posters in the parking lot. I need a lover and a head to lean on. Say, is there a fetish for the bored and broken sort? Fist fights and the pride of bruises. Come forward if you need a soul to squeeze. Listen, kid, this ain't California, but stick around and we'll help you smoke your weed. So long. It's to another lovely day. Your face is the only thing I'm waiting for. A call that never comes. If you want to save the world, I'll gladly push you off. Take five, smoke 'em if you got 'em. Gypsies in the palace keeping me in line. I read the lyrics to a Taylor Swift song. Yeah, now I'm crying and I don't even know why. If you could take the time to tame me, tasting tattoos taught me how to bleed. They know they say you got a friend in Jesus, but maybe friends ain't exactly what I need. So long. It's to another lovely day. Your face is the only thing I'm waiting for. A song that never comes. If you want to save the world, I'll hold your hand through it all. So long. It's to another lovely day. Your face is the only thing I'm waiting for. A call that never comes. If you want to save the world, I'll gladly push you
All right, Colin, why don't you get us first?
Put me on the spot.
Yeah,
One,
right.
two. One, two.
What I really appreciate about this song and with all the other songs we listened to tonight is like the way you guys do your builds and your drops is that it keeps it like each one is different and it stays very fresh. Like even if it's not a lot of bands, they learn one. Like they learn one really heavy drop and then like that's what you're gonna get out of every song. Whereas like you guys kind of dance around it, and I think that makes I think it makes it a little bit more interesting to listen to.
It's not all the same.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay, Travis.
what I was gonna say, and I think there's your skateboarding song, by the way.
Dude, I'd say to all of them.
I
Give me
see
the board.
this as like, and you might want to reach out to more movie producers or something. Is like the beginning of
Get on our
like either like
Rolodex.
a teenage high school kind of like an angsty teenager that's like struggling, and then like he's trying to find like he's trying to get with the girl of his dreams or something like that. Because I hear the part where like your face is the only face, and or the only thing I'm waiting for, right? Sorry, and either that or like one of those college movies.
Yeah, like Van
And
Wilder.
something stuck in my throat.
That's actually a good observation on that. I guess that's
Should we
not
read
the
the
right word
lyrics
I'm
to a
looking
Never
for,
the
but
Crash song?
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry when I leave the
You
lyrics
don't
to
know
your
why?
songs. I'm gonna cry.
What's funny, I think I like about this is, what Colin was saying is that like all of your songs are different, but they're all in the same world. Like they're all like that they have this cohesion, that there is this baseline that they are all the same, but they're all different. Instead of same but different. I love that. This one specifically reminds me of like a 2012, like a rock song, but like I know this doesn't make sense, but in my head I've got like Foster the People and like gorillas like fighting. Like, like
Actual gorillas or the
no,
band?
no, the band.
Foster the people. Yeah.
But like, yeah. So it's I don't know what it is, but it's like, I don't know if that's like the era of music or if that's just like what in time frame it feels for me. But that's what it like gets me to, and I really like that. But I think my favorite thing about all of this is that like you're not giving us 6 different versions of the same song,
Yeah.
which I really appreciate.
Thank you. And I'm glad that
We do
that's
try.
actually getting pulled out. Yeah, because we do that. We do that on purpose. Is that we don't want to just be pigeonholed into one sound, right? But and that might hurt us in the end because some people do really good. They create their sound and then then you expect it, but it works for them. 5 Finger Death Punch, but it works for them. But Nickelback.
I got pointed at like a fan.
But I'm actually a fan of 5 Finger, so it's fun to hear this.
Travis
But-
likes Nickelback.
Yeah, and Nickelback sells albums. They tour.
I
Same
mean,
with 5
Jeff
Finger.
knows all the lyrics.
I heard Chad's an asshole, though.
He is whatever. Yeah.
That one time I met him.
Yeah, but we do when we come to, that's what our biggest thing is. We didn't want every song to sound the same. We didn't want to be like, well, we have to. And I mentioned that earlier when Brian brought it in and said, let's not say we have to do anything. Right? Don't set up, we have to play heavier, we have to do this, or we have to go halftime here.
Right.
We have to. And it's like, no, we don't have to. We can figure it out. And it has created such an organic feel for us.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly, I know we just got this album and we're promoting this, but I am so excited to work on the new stuff and we don't have any new stuff. So I say the new stuff it's not really there yet, but work on new stuff with him, with Nate, and bringing him into that kind of, and using that same kind of mindset, saying we're not going to pigeonhole even to this album.
Right.
What can he bring to the table, and what can we build off of that, and what that next album, what can we create then?
Right.
Because this album has the same vein, but it sounds a little different than Lessons in Grace and Violence,
Right.
or what was it, Graceful Aggressions? Is that that's the right way? Thank you. Those have a little different sound, and so it's kind of nice. You can see our progression. Although, like, Lessons of Grace or Violence and Graceful Aggression were all kind of written at the same time, just recorded them differently, different times. This kind of had some of this, but there was a lot of new stuff on this album.
Right.
So I think the next album that we get into, I think is almost going to be all brand new. There might be some stuff that we had in the back that we're going to see what he thinks. But I think a lot of it's going to be brand new, and it's going to be fun to just take that to the next level and get his genius in it and see what we got.
Cutter thing?
But I do have a question for you.
We have an answer.
For you guys. So you hadn't heard these songs. I know you heard some of the old stuff before. After listening to those few songs, what do you think our style is?
fuck if I know. Man. Like that's see, yeah, I know. Well, like it's shit, man. No, it's like because it's
Make one up. Make
yeah.
one up. Just make up a genre. That's what everybody else
Here, you go do first.
Yeah, there you go, Travis.
So I don't know who said this before. I know I've heard before somebody in a band, they're like, we don't want to be stuck to a certain genre. We don't want to be labeled as something. We just, want to make good music. And,
Sure.
That's
it's like, because sometimes being stuck to a genre kind of limits you.
Oh, for sure.
When you guys have so many different songs, and each one sounds different, like we were talking about, so.
We like the fact that we can play on a Taproot show, or we can play on a Chad Gray show. You know what I mean? Or we can play at Nothing More, like the ones that we've done. You can find us at any one of those, and we're holding our own on those shows. I mean, with Chad Gray, metal, right? Mudvayne, Hell Yeah. I mean, that whole world is his, bringing it in. And those fans and his fans, but the whole crowd really was awesome to us. And we know we can throw down, but I mean, that's Mudvayne. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? That's Chad Gray. So it's like, but his crowd was beautiful to us.
Yeah.
And we had such a great response. But then we did the Taproot show, same thing. And it is obviously in two worlds, same in rock, but you can find us in both spots, and we fit well in both spots.
Right.
So I thank you for that, because that's kind of what we're going for. So
I think I was trying to come up with a name for the type of music that you guys
You're
make,
coming up with a new name.
and so
I like it.
there's obviously to this is a metal. I feel that there's a metal undertone to every song, but because it changes to like different stuff. I was trying to think of something that changes and morphs and stuff.
Liquid metal.
Well, I was
Butterfly metal?
I was gonna say chameleon metal, but like that doesn't like something like that something that like changes Chametal. That it morphs.
Changing metal.
Yeah, like it changes states and it's
I'm gonna
just
keep that Chametal.
Chametal. Yeah, it's
Sponsored by
Changing metal.
Chamerican.
Yeah.
Sponsored by American.
Yeah.
There we go.
T1000 metal.
Yeah, but because it does is because like it's a metal. It's like metal undertones. Even if it's like the world premiere song, you still got your metal undertones to it. But like it different. Like it's it changes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really fuck with everything. So I'm so glad you guys came on the show.
If our music was a movie, who would be the director that does our music?
Tarantino.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh.
Spike.
I'm a foot guy.
So is he.
No, that's
I'm cool with feet. I'm just not a foot guy. I'm not a foot guy. It's not the thing I care about.
needs to be clear. I'm playing a
this
character
poor guy.
right now.
Yeah, this poor guy gets messed with so much about it. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's why the distinction's there.
Girls
It's
have been
I
throwing socks
don't
at
like it.
I now want to be in the band even more.
Another thing I wanted to ask you, it may not actually be funny, but there's a small punchline, but like you said with world premiere, you could kind of visualize how it would be live. With like, you were dead when you came here. Can you visualize how that would be live?
Honestly, every song you guys play, the way that you guys stylize your music, I can tell you write it to play live. Like it's written to be performed, and like that's something that not a lot of artists, a lot of people can make a really good song, but can you play a good? Can you play that live? And can you make it comparable to like what you released as your single or on your album, like to the world? And like I feel like even with you guys talking about how you noodle around and like that's not going to be the version that I necessarily hear live, I can see like the different directions that it could go and still work, and I really dig it. And I would name your guys' music energetic dark rock because it's not.
I like that better than mine.
Chametal has its place.
Yeah.
I mean, you can even go energetic dark Chametal or something. Like you can throw it all together. But like it just, you guys definitely have rock elements. It's not. There's metal aspects, but to put you guys in the metal category would almost be, I don't want to say disrespectful, but it would be unjust. So I think that like with the clean vocals, and your guys' ability to be very instrumentally heavy, energetic dark rock.
I like
I
that.
like his better.
I like that.
Hey,
that's
the
a
one
great
song we
explanation.
never
That's a
played
great
live was
explanation.
"You Were Dead." That's why I was wondering. If
Really?
Yeah,
We haven't
It's
yet.
the only
Yet.
one we haven't
Yet.
done.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh yeah, we will. We will.
Well-
Same with like Angels of Rosevere. We played that at the Toolology show that we just did with them at District 142, because their crowd would appreciate that song a little bit more. You know, we feel, at least we feel.
Yeah.
Right. And because that one being as soft as that one is, it's one of those like. We don't know who's gonna appreciate it, right?
Right.
We hope everybody will.
Yeah.
Right. We hope you can sit back and, like he mentioned, sit back and have a drink or smoke some or whatever and relax and just put the song on it and let that kind of take you off into a place. And so those songs, playing them live, were kind of like, man, you know, is it gonna work? Is it not? And like with Angels of Rosevere at that Toolology show, their crowd was awesome. They responded really well with it. So and while you were dead when you came here, I think that one will do well too. But
Most
Mood
definitely.
music.
Good mood
Those two are
music,
mood
so-
music. Yeah.
I like that. And was he energetic dark metal?
Energetic dark rock.
Yeah, dark rock.
I like that.
Me too.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much for showing up and being with us and talking. We had a lot of
Thank
fun.
you.
Same here.
Thank
We had
you
a great
guys.
time.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
are wonderful.
But people around the world hate us.
You should too.